Working? Hey, how about that? 115-degree heat. Well, I certainly know what you're talking about there, brother. Uh, Regardless, welcome back, friends, to Roleplaying Unlimited, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where I, your host, Tragically HP, aka DM Punk, aka Callous Prayer, aka this guy, will be hosting the adventure for the next few hours for our Friday night crew for Dragonlance. I think we've got everybody but one player. J-Man will not be with us tonight. Otherwise, I think pretty much full party. So we will jump into that here, friends, and see just what kind of adventures we get into. Thanks for spending part of your Friday night here with us. Hope you had a wonderful week. Oh, there I go. Later. I have to do something here behind the GM screen that those of you in our home base now are a little bit more in the know. Let's go say hello to the assembled players. All right, Sapphire, keep it down. Oh, wait, he's not in this game. Yo! Howdy. What's going on? Good evening, everybody.
Hello, I am coming to you from the lovely Rio Hotel and Casino where the Star Trek convention is going on this weekend.
Well, that's fun. How's it going there?
Good. We just got in like not even an hour ago, and we start doing the conventioning thing tomorrow, so we didn't do the whole 4 days.
Oh, gotcha. Did you drop into Houdini's while you're there?
There is no Houdini's. As a
That's
matter of
right.
fact, it's been closed for a couple years now.
Yeah, at least a decade, it feels like. How's everybody else? You guys have a good week, hopefully?
I've had a long week.
Hell to the yeah, bro. Hopefully we've got some reprieve here for you.
Just coming here to start the weekend early with you.
Very nice. Hey, Paul, try again there. I did not hear anything, but it looked like you were trying to talk.
Oh, I was just saying I'm here. I was just turning my headset there, sorry.
Fantastic. Yeah, sometimes the audio does not connect as you would hope. And Katie, how's everything out there in Katieville?
I'm here.
Well, all right. I am in the Final Fantasy VI category. Hey, how about that? Let's see if I can do a little quick switch-a-rooney here.
Bring it out. Good first game. That's more effective than...
No, I don't want to listen to somebody else's stream. Stream manager. How about that? Final Fantasy VI. I mean, I do base my games off of Final Fantasy, but we're not playing it. There we go. Thanks for the heads up there. Hopefully the switch will happen there. So let's see. Last adventure, we went to a map that I've already archived. Yes, here in the Kalaman region, we have completed a series of quests, further identifying the nature of these draconian creatures that are making up a significant portion of the Dragon Queen's army. But at the same time, there are a number of mercenaries and trained soldiers, mostly human, but they do have your fair amount of classic D&D monsters that we've seen as well. Hobgoblins, orcs, goblins, etc. And after completing our most recent mission, we made our way back to Kalaman, got ourselves a long rest before doing so, and were immediately tasked to head west to the Inkwater near Vogler, where our adventures began. And, the good Lord Baccharis had convinced the council, the governor here at Calaman, that a decisive and swift strike was called for. And we can see just how capable and strategic and knowledgeable our city council was in allowing the full Baccharis to take a fair amount of our soldiers and fighting people, and our good friend Darrett as well, into what was a bloodbath. Many of them were slain, routed, and your characters arrived just in time to save the last vestiges of that force that were trying to make their way to a place of safety. We have done that. We have made it to that place of safety, and their force is a bit larger. It's going to take them a bit longer to travel over land, so they have suggested that your group head back to Calaman and apprise the council on just what has happened here, and we can take it from there.
Was that an order for us to return?
Not in order. It was a suggestion, primarily because, there's little that you guys can do here at this moment, and Calaman is relatively undefended with this force out here, stranded in the wilderness, or slowly approaching, as it were.
Okay, so I will gather our people and head us back.
Alright, looks like everybody is long rested, as you should be. If not, make sure to get all of that. Take a quick glance again at our notes for the upcoming section. Alright, so we arrive back to the gates of Calaman. The portcullis is currently closed. A crowd mills at the gate. Dozens of commoners murmuring and excitedly looking past the closed portcullis. "Move along, people, there's nothing to see here," shouts a guard. "Please move along." And the characters did move along and lived happily ever after. The end.
Whoa, that was amazing.
I wasn't sure if you had anything else to say or not.
I mean, I'll always keep talking to fill the silence, but sometimes it's better that I don't. And in fact, most times it's better that I don't.
So, Esther wants to see what's going on.
All right. Roll an investigation check, please.
Could you just give it to me?
I would like to see the dice clickety-clackety. I rolled a D7.
Fair enough.
All right. 20. Well, what you are able to find out from the gathered crowd is approximately an hour ago, a retinue of Knights of Solamnia entered the city, headed to the castle Calaman. In general, the knights are not well liked in Calaman, but at this point, of course, any allies are welcome, and we've had at least one knight in our own party who has helped sway opinions slightly in that respect. The leader of the knights was one named Knight Caradoc, a charming man who had a message for the governor. and he entered the city with at least a dozen heavily armed knights. It was like something out of a story, eyewitnesses can attest. A couple of them do express some surprise at the condition of the knight's armor. It's like it was tarnished in a way that the Knights of Solamnia from the stories and legends would surely have avoided.
Yeah, but I understand too that, things happen on a battlefield. So, I mean, my armor is probably not pristine at the moment either.
Sure.
It's something to remember if we come across them.
Definitely. Otherwise, that seems to be everything we are going to get out of the citizenry gathered here.
Okay, so I'm going to find out where I fit best in this defense of the city thing at the moment.
How would you like to go about doing so?
Well, I would like to find out who's leading the defense of the city at the moment.
That would be Bob. Bob is in charge, but
right.
he's kind of hard to nail down.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go back to the barracks and find out where Bob is and where we could be the best, the most useful for this situation.
All right. Well, skipping past the part where your character tries to T-1000 through the closed portcullis, as you approach closer and identify yourselves, the guards take a moment and kind of converse amongst themselves. A couple of them nod. And the portcullis is raised, and you are admitted to the city along with 1,000 screaming zombies. We're part of the coalescence now. Oh, just kidding.
I start shooting.
No, not zombies again.
Orange zombies. You know they're really bad when they're orange.
See, I had thought we hadn't entered yet, but he made it sound so convincing. I just went with it.
Yeah, he sure did. And if I were not in a more solid state of mind, I might have overlooked that as well. It's like, hey, how did they get in?
Are they chasing a hippie halfling and stuff like that?
Yes, indeed. The guards will also confirm that a contingent of knights is meeting with the governor and the city councilors in the main council chamber. Some of the knights are in the castle courtyard, in case any of your characters wish to conduct a meeting. Otherwise, the castle itself would seem to be the next logical location. We'll switch over here to this map.
Esther want to ask the guards if they've seen a shady she-elf floating around somewhere.
Like, literally floating?
No, more like flitting swiftly.
Well, it ain't Fiona Apple, and if it ain't Fiona Apple, I don't give a rat's ass.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Do you know what the problem
Does he have any anything loose that I could snag based off of his useless response?
Shit. He's got a scroll that is kind of loosely hanging on his belt.
All right, I want to point in the opposite direction from where the squirrel is, so he looks that way, and then I'm just gonna take it and leave.
All right, go ahead, roll your sleight of hand.
May I help?
Are you gonna stand behind the guard so when he turns over, he falls on his ass? Pure comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Well, if you reverse it, you can get a Slurpee.
You hug him.
Well, let me check what this guy's passive perception is, because he has no reason to be actively rolling against it, so bear with me a second.
I have a +9 to sleight of hand. Do y'all want me to try this?
Oh, geez, all of a sudden everybody just tackles this guard. He's like, what's happening here?
Legit, though.
Sorry, there was a fly.
Oh, damn.
If you distract
I
him,
am
I'll
taking
go
no
for
part in
it.
this.
Well, before I reveal the results, is that your final roll? Do you have a heroic inspiration in hand that you would like to do a reroll, or are those vanilla inspirations?
I have no idea what they are.
If they're vanilla, they're gonna have like just the bare bones description. But if they're
They are
heroic, they're gonna
vanilla.
have. Damn it! Yeah, you would have needed to declare that beforehand. Otherwise, does anybody else have a heroic you might wish to spend, or do we just want a chance that an 11 might be good enough to outwit this dopey guard?
Yeah, I'm not helping in any of this shenanigans. I'm
I wanna
continuing
chance
to
it.
ride, and if they get captured, killed, or anything like that, then I have fewer people to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not.
I want to steal it even more now.
Oh, I'll steal the shit out of this, but I want to see if I can get Esther on the hook for this first, because then all eyes are going to be on him.
Oh, damn.
Do it. Let's roll with it.
All right. Well, the guard immediately drops his hand to the scroll upon feeling the intrusion, and he turns. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, I saw Fiona Apple, and I thought you would like to perchance upon it.
Where? And what the hell does that have to do with my scroll?
The only thing that has to do with your scroll is my hand.
Oh, he takes the scroll off of his belt and kind of like wraps you on the top of the head with it. You best watch your hands when you're walking around the city guard. You're liable to get stabbed.
With a scroll?
Yeah.
He looks at you kind of confusingly before tucking the scroll into his belt a little more securely and just kind of waves for you guys to enter into the city. Don't let me see you here again.
Esther, did you sign up for the? Did you sign up for like the military thing?
No.
Damn, I was going to say that you technically outrank him. Can I
Well,
walk up
okay.
and intimidate him into immediately pull rank and tell him to give me it?
Say what?
I says, can I walk up and immediately pull rank and just ask him for the scroll?
You can certainly try.
Psst, while you bother him, let her steal it.
I'm still riding my horse to the castle, to the courtyard with the rest of the knights. I am not involved with this in any way, shape, or form.
Hey,
I'm
we've got
telling you, y'all
shenanigans going on.
distract
Hold
him,
on.
so Yana will yank this shit so clean.
Is anybody with Sir Reginald, or are all the 5 of you still here at the gate delaying
I
these
think
guards?
Reginald.
So we got Doc is with Reggie.
I would have gone with Reggie.
All right, so we got an even split, 3 and 3.
I'm just going to casually walk up and say, "What you hiding there, soldier?" Referring to the scroll.
It's none of your concern. Now move inside so I can close the damn gate.
This gate?
He looks over at the other guy. I think, what is it? The procedure? The other guy kind of shrugs. It's a code something or other. Why
On a
don't
scale
you-
of 1 to 10, how distracted is he right now?
Maybe like a 5. And
Well,
he's
y'all
kind of
better do something else. Come on.
gesturing to guard number 2 to call in this code, and the guard moves over to a bell that is nearby his position.
Hey, what's this code? What's that bell?
The code is gonna get you in a world of trouble as soon as he rings the thing. And the bell is rung. A series of 3 rings repeated twice. And there is a hush that falls over the crowd as nearby guards here at the trade gate begin to assemble in the first round or so, easily a half dozen, as they come to investigate. What's the concern here? What's going on? And the first guard
Well, this man
blubbers.
stole my scroll.
Roll a deception.
With advantage?
I am living for this. This is awesome.
With advantage.
we're the rank of lieutenant. Am I correct?
So half the party is going to be at the castle, and half the party is going to be in the dungeon, right?
Hey, I didn't actually do anything. They have no grounds to arrest me.
It is looking that way. Let me go back and check here because, of course, there is a stretch of believability. We've hired these guys from the next town who are going to help oversee some missions, and immediately they start harassing guards and pulling rank. This just spells suspicious 6 ways from Sunday.
I mean, so far I only asked what the scroll was, and he was very cagey with the answer.
Yeah, the only one I think can really.
It's
do anything
almost
about
like
it is
he's a
Esther.
city official and a military person who isn't supposed to volunteer information.
Listen, I didn't like his attitude, all right?
I refer to my my previous point.
I'll just drag Esther away. Come on, it's not
Didn't
worth
Didn't we have a discussion with this like a couple Saturdays ago while we were all gaming? And
Probably. I don't remember the discussion I had with myself an hour ago, so.
Listen, I'm just trying to find some information. Why you gotta do this?
Shh, Esther, it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Okay, I think
As he's
I've
dragging me
got-
away, I'm just gonna holler, I've got my eye on you!
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'm gonna just like stay where I'm and be like, I'd apologize for him, but there really is no way to apologize for him.
Shh, don't worry, buddy. Don't worry.
Oh, damn, did you just stab somebody?
No, I'm
Just holding a knife to his throat when you're dragging him away.
Esther, we have to go.
The emblem that you were given is a blue and gold symbol of Calaman etched into its face. It is a symbol of the special rank akin to a lieutenancy, higher than soldiers, lower than commanders.
I'm just going to flash it and apologize for the situation.
Guard kind of looks of just all kinds of confused right now, and he just nods and continues to gesture for y'all to get in so he can close the gate.
Yeah, catch up with Reginald.
As we
Alright.
pass through and as we pass that guy, I'm gonna try for a sleight of hand while I can. Can't not, guys. You know that.
Oh,
I live for
Ada,
it.
you're so far away.
That is significantly better than mine.
Lord.
dude, I'm a magician, and I do sleight of hand. And if I have people looking that close at me, trying to take a scroll, something bigger than my own hand, it would be impossible.
Well,
saying.
thankfully, I spent a few years in that craft myself, so my inner instinct is initially disadvantage on the opposer, and not only advantage, but potentially a little bonus on the opposition as well.
All I'm saying is he went back to closing the gate. What's he looking at me for? He's not expecting someone else to take it.
Yeah, he's looking at Esther. I'm just this evil, pretty little elf flaunting my shit. I'm gonna steal to that while he ain't even looking at me.
You forgot about the other 6
Fast.
guards that are looking at you guys and trying to
Yeah,
ascertain what's
there's
going
easily like almost 10 guards here that are just very cautiously eyeing the situation. And yes, it is one of them who calls attention to Ziliana as she is attempting to secret the scroll upon her person somewhere. The guy you took it from did not notice, but somebody else there certainly did. And all of them draw spears and form a semicircle, kind of pinning you between the now almost closed gate and themselves. And the one in the lead, all right, I knew you were trouble the first second I laid eyes on you.
Hey, we've got to go back.
Shut your mouth. Put your weapons and your spells and all your stuff on the ground. You're going to the dungeon.
All together. I thought 2 of us left, and she stabbed or tried taking it as we were leaving.
I dragged Esther away.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure I'm alone out here. Like, I don't think the other 2 are with me right now.
All right.
That's why I said, hey, we've got to go back.
That being said, if we heard a scuffle, I would most likely go back.
Well, it's kind of my job to determine time, space, and distance. And
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
have taken like the last 15, while Dawn has apparently been moving like an inch a second towards the castle. So rest assured, when he gets to the castle, there's going to be like a 15-20 minute delay for you guys to catch up to him. In the same respect of time, you guys literally just left the gate, and as you are doing so, she is attempting to pilfer this scroll. So, while it is certainly possible you're on the other side of the ring of guards, they are at least within 30 feet or so of you, and calling for you to stop and drop your weapons. So while they don't have you pinned, what is your response to this? On all 3 accounts. They don't quite have Ziliana pinned either. I mean, the portcullis is still closing, but the 2 of you on the other side of the guards are within 30 feet, and they're calling for you to stop.
Esther will just raise his hands and say, "Hey, sorry, I just wanted to know where a person was. I got a little sass. I decided to go after the scroll, all right? I'm sorry."
You'll have to explain it to the marshal.
And then I'm not quite pinned, you said, right?
Correct. I mean, they've got you kind of between a rock and a hard place, but the gate is still closing. So, I mean, if you wanted to roll outside the gate, that's pretty much effectively like separating from the party for who knows how long.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, though.
All right. None of them are within attack of opportunity range, so I would say just roll an acrobatics check, and so long as you don't roll god-awful here. Yep, there it is, natural 20. Somehow she jumps over the gate.
Can I have him throw me after her? Because I assume he's still holding me because he was dragging me.
In the same respect, I don't think he can throw you the 40 or so feet that is necessary, because you guys are 30 feet away from the guards. She's like 15 feet away from them on the other side of it.
And not that it matters, but I have a strength of 10.
Well, all right. There are the citizens outside who kind of eye Ziliana curiously, but none of them are feeling particularly heroic. The guards call for you to stop. You're under arrest! I mean it! Come back here!
Yeah, like, y'all know I'm not stopping. I am gonna... Are those, like, houses or trees that are, like, kind of scattered out through there? I cannot tell.
It's a it's a lot of ramshackle buildings and kind of like a tent town where a lot of the refugees are, from Vogler are staying.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of try to hide in what I can, whether it's, like some rubble, maybe just like lying under rubble or whatever. I'm just gonna roll stealth and see what happens, basically.
All right. Well, you are sufficiently stealthed from this situation for the time being. As far as Lance and Esther, what's your response to the guards who now have nobody else to focus on?
With my hands raised, I'm gonna say, they went that way, and then I'm gonna try and scramble in the opposite direction.
What about Lance?
Lance is rethinking getting involved in this. I guess I'll help Esther with his escape. Refuse to put my weapons away, but just... I don't know.
All right. What is your base movement speed?
That... Oh. I'm not going to run away. I just meant, like, cover his escape in the sense of, like... I don't know, draw attention to me as much as possible.
All right. So, are you resisting arrest?
I will not. I will just say that we were literally on our way to the castle to explain what happened during the last fight and go quietly, but unless they take my weapons off me, I'm not going to drop them.
Oh yeah, they'll
I'll go
definitely
quietly.
disarm you once they're close enough and convinced that they're not about to get stabbed in the process.
I'll request to go to the chamber, just talk to these people who are in charge of us.
Oh, we'll be talking. We'll be doing a lot more talking. And as far
as I'm trying to escape, I'm gonna say that's a little sus.
What is your base movement speed there? 25?
30.
30. Well, all right. I would say roll a stealth check then. Okay. And you managed to duck into a narrow alley between some crates and barrels that have just kind of been discarded there from the nearby stalls and shops on the street. And you watch one guard go past, a second guard go past, and a third guard starts taking a little bit too long a look at those crates before his eyes go wide. Hey! I found him! And he levels his spear at you pretty much in melee range. You gonna come along quietly?
Can I try and push his spear up and roll between his legs?
We can roll initiative. All right, you can certainly do so. To do so without provoking an attack would be a disengage, so you would be limited to a single move after that, and the other two guards are a short distance away.
What do I see in the alley above me?
Couple balconies, maybe like 15 feet up or so.
So could I jump from the crate to him up to a balcony?
With an exceptional acrobatics check, you could certainly give that a shot.
I'm feeling frisky.
I can tell.
That was subpar.
Quite so. Yeah, you just end up
You broke
falling.
half the bones in your body.
Yeah, you just end up falling on your ass right back in the position you started from, and are now prone in the worst way, as this guy has his spear right on the, not on the back of your neck, but you feel like if you move just a few inches, it's going to connect. And the other two come into the alley as well, and unless we're going to start fighting city guards here, I'd say they've got you.
Yeah, I got nothing to help me.
All right, so 4 out of 7 members of the party are not present for the next epic scene. That's going to be interesting. So, fuck. All right. So the 3 of you who have made your way to the courtyard of Castle Calaman, you note that it is largely deserted, as most of the city defenders are with the troops who are still west of the city. Near the covered cloisters leading to the city council's conference room are 2 heavily armored knights of Solamnia on horseback. One of them holds a banner bearing a prominent rose emblem.
Would we recognize this emblem?
Knight of the Rose. You're not sure exactly what that means, but it's one of the orders of the Knights of Solamnia, one of the higher orders, you believe.
Yeah, I'm a Knight of the Crown, so that's what my armor is and has the insignia of is the crown.
I think Kadar will take out a copper piece and roll it between his fingers and use it to cast Detect Thoughts. I'm just going to scan the surface thoughts of these heavily armored knights and make sure they're friendly.
Okay, 1 second. Nope. You are aware that either way it knows you are probing into its mind.
That's only if I push deeper.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, just going for surface thoughts.
Okay.
What are they actively thinking?
Kill all who approach.
All right, I'll put a hand on my 2 buddies' shoulders and let them know that something is definitely off.
Greetings, knights. I am Sir Reginald.
They do not respond. Who's got the best passive perception out of the 3 of us here?
I got 13.
Mine's a 14.
I got a 15.
Ah, all right. Nothing extra with those. They are definitely preventing access to the castle.
Greetings. I have urgent news for the castle from the battlefield.
They do not respond.
I'm gonna utilize Divine Sense.
Hoping you're about to post it, because I certainly do not remember.
I'm trying to post it, but it's not posting on here. So let me try reopening my sheet.
Wow. Well, I found the stuff right here, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Well, you already knew where they were, but you didn't know that the two guys in front of you were undead until just now.
I turn to my two companions. It appears that we are in the presence of the living dead.
What the fuck is that?
Good to know. Thank you, sir.
They must be destroyed.
Well, they are going to ride out and attack.
I'm going to attack them back.
I would say let's roll some initiative then. Go ahead, place your tokens down here near the castle.
Was it? Was this the place I was on my way to with the guards in tow?
It's possible that they're bringing you here. They're taking you to the dungeon, which is probably near the castle. Maybe not the same entrance to the castle proper.
Mm-hmm. Just wonder if I could, like, if I'm within range in any way, shape, or
I hear you. Let's see. Okay, we have our initiative. Not sure why Kadar is in there twice. Oh, it's Reginald who didn't populate. Reggie goes last. I go second to last. Doc is first. Kadar is second. What's your play?
I am going to immediately attack the closest one to me with Sacred Flame.
Okay. Ouch. A 16 on the dex save there. That's all or none, yeah? Correct.
Yes, it is.
Alright, we're currently about 15 feet or so from them.
Alright, I'm going to actually go ahead and use as much of my movement speed as I can, so 60 feet to fly straight up in the air. And that's going to be my turn.
Alrighty. Well, Kadar is up next then.
All right, let's see if we can slow these guys down just a little bit. And I will cast slow. So they can make wisdom saves against the 15.
Okay, they are both slowed.
All right, I'll use my movement and move 30 feet straight back from them. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. They will both open fire with their longbow on Kadar. 15 to strike.
I will throw up a shield.
Okay. Reginald, your turn.
All right, I'm going to charge with my lance at the first one. I have 60 feet on my horse, and I think from what I've been reading, I've been doing a little research, is that I could use the full horse's double move and still make an attack because of the horse is moving, but I'm not. But again, it depends on how we want to play it. The theater of the mind, I don't know how far we are. 60 feet, charge, hit him with a lance.
Yeah, we were like 15 feet distant to start. Well, that's not going to connect.
I have 2 attacks per round, so I'm going to ride past him and then strike the other one. Since he has a bow in his hand, he can't take an attack of opportunity.
They don't get opportunity attacks while they're slowed.
That will connect.
And that will end my turn.
Alrighty. That's Doc's turn up there in the sky.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and try casting Sacred Flame on that one again.
Oh, made the save again. 20. Where's my good saves against the slow? I get one every round, too.
All right, I'm at the max of its range, so I'm just going to stay right here.
Okay. How about Kadar?
I'm here just trying to figure out what to do. I'll just throw a little cantrip at the one that Reginald already hit.
Okay. We do have necrotic resistance, but that will hit.
Yep, it's gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. One of them will take a shot at Kadar again. A 20 to strike.
That hits.
7 piercing on that, and a concentration check. Good on that. The one in melee with Reginald will 10 to hit.
Negative.
And that one makes it save against the slow, so next round it will not be slowed. Reginald, your turn.
Okay, I am swapping out my lance for my halberd, and I'm going to take 2 attacks against the guy that I'm in melee with.
Okie dokie. Hell no. And hell yeah, I forgot to mention too, the first time you hit the thing and it took more than a certain amount of damage, the cloth wrappings that were disguising its undead features were ripped away, so in the event that you did not already know what they were, now you do! You are fighting whites. Or something thereabouts.
Scale.
Are you staying put there, Don?
Yeah, I'm also going to utilize Divine Smite on that hit.
Alright. Works for me.
Sorry, just the 11, not the 8. I hit that twice by mistake.
Alright. That'll put it back to the top of the round for Doc.
Alright, so I'm pissed now. I'm going to scoot at the one that Reginald isn't attacking with Guiding Bolt, but I'm going to go ahead and upcast.
Okay. Wow, well that'll hit. Solid strike there, not the best damage. Crap damage, as a matter of fact. 1-1-1-2 on that.
Is it
first.
taking additional from Radiant?
It is not.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. All right. Anything else there?
No, that's going to be it.
Okay. That's back to Kadar's turn.
All right, I'm going to leave the glowing one for Reginald, and I'll throw another cantrip at the other one.
Okay. Well, thanks to the fact that it is still slowed and has an AC reduction, that turns a miss into a hit. Unfortunately, reduces that 4 down to a 2.
That's all right. I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. Well, that one will take another pot shot at you. That's a 12 to hit. And the one in melee
I'm good
with
for that one.
Reginald will longsword. Nope. And life drain. I don't think a 14 is going to hit. Nope. All right, Don, that's back to you.
All right, gonna hit him again with the halberd.
You mean you're going to miss and then barely hit with the halberd? See? That's a miss. And there's... Hey, there you go. You did some damage. And you destroyed it.
All right, I'm going to move up into melee range with the other one, and as my bonus action, I'm going to use the butt of the halberd to hit him.
He said butt. It's an awful long wait for an attack that's just going to miss anyway.
I mean, he's got advantage on this one.
Advantage?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the right one, but my fingers are hitting the spell below.
They should make a phone for full-figured women. See, I told you it was going to miss.
I have
With that
advantage.
Oh, because the guiding bolt. Thank you.
Guiding bolt.
I was
yes.
waiting for somebody to explain why, and you guys made the fucking stoner remember it on his own. That's not cool. Not cool, guys. All right, that'll hit, and got it.
That will end my turn.
All right. Back to the top, back to the dock.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him with another guiding bolt.
All righty. Wham, bam, shang-a-lang. Ow! Well, fuck. You left me with 1 hit point, bro. This thing is just like fucking meat falling off the bone at this point. There's like very little of it left. And Kadar, what you got?
All right, we're going to throw another cantrip at this little thing.
All right, I hope it's necrotic damage that hits for 2 points of damage. Oh, it's a miss. Well, all right.
It is a miss.
Well, this one will get one last shot at Reginald. Nobody's been able to touch him yet, but we'll see. Longsword, 11, life drain, 21. 6 necrotic and a con save from Sir Reginald there. Potential hit point drain. Oh, damn. So yes, your hit points are reduced by 6 until after your next long rest. There's that, there's that. I'm going to put a little red hit point bar under you there to show the hit point drain. And then of course you take the 6 necrotic, and it is your turn to follow up after that.
Alright, I'm going to attack it twice.
Alright. Oh, well, that'll do it. Wait, I forgot to roll my wisdom save against the slow effect. Wait. Oh, I'm dead. There we go. Initiative is over there. The gates to the castle, or the door to the castle, is now able to be passed.
Alright, going to head into the castle. Look around to see that it's just the 3 of us, and head on in. I mean, there's undead have infiltrated the castle. We need to do something now.
Back for the rest of the party.
Rendering fire time.
Yeah, this castle appears to be completely vacant. There's an eerie sense and stillness here. Are you bringing the horse into the castle? It can certainly fit in the opening area, but after a certain time, it'll just kind of be nowhere to go.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving the horse outside.
Okay. Well, you were told that this Knight Caradoc was meeting with the governor and the city council at the council chamber. Is there anywhere else in the castle you would like to go besides the council chamber?
No,
however,
the council chamber first.
All right.
And as we start heading there, I am gonna go ahead and preemptively cast Detect Evil and Good.
Oh. Kadar is ringing all kinds of good. Reginald is ringing all kinds of neutrality, strangely enough. Within 30 feet, okay. Concentration. I like to use this little wide eye right there for concentration effects. Consecrated or desecrated? Nope. Okay, so far so good. As you near the chamber where the governor and city council are meeting with the Knights of Solamnia, the halls are empty. The council chamber's door stands ajar, and its guard is absent. Though the room usually buzzes with conversation, everything is silent. Inside the council chamber, a scene of slaughter spills across the room. Several guards wearing the colors of Kalaman's soldiers lie tangled amid skeletal remains in tarnished Solamnic armor. The bloody bodies of Kalaman's council members slump in high-backed chairs and across the room's large table. At a position of honor opposite the door, Governor Kelof Miat's body is transfixed to his chair, a gleaming longsword piercing his chest. Next to the governor's body, a man in Solamnic armor rocks back in a chair. He props his booted feet on the table as he balances a scroll on one finger. And at just about 30 feet away from him, he is undead.
All right. Well, all undead are in the front to my goddess, so I am not even going to question, and I'm immediately going to go into attacking him.
Well, it looks like he was about to hold up a hand to engage in some kind of dialogue, but he immediately like, whoa, 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 and then we roll initiative. Unlike the undead outside, this guy does not ring with any obvious air of undead. He looks very much alive. So, a bit of a mystery in that respect.
You, what evil have you wrought here this day?
I wanted to talk, but he wants to fight! You assholes! By the end of this day, my boot will be placed upon each of your necks. What is this? Oh, initiative. Well, Schnizzap, look at that. A natural 20 on initiative. Edging me out by 1. I got an 18. No map again for this battle here. Theater of the Mind, but we do have a very large table in the center of the room that can provide some measure of cover, some measure of difficult terrain, depending on how it's used. Could also provide a high ground bonus, also depending on how it's used. Otherwise, there are, as described, numerous bodies. It's the scene of a massive battle, so a lot of the chairs are kind of just disheveled, tossed around the room, broken. The occasional weapon that one of the other whites or guards in here were wielding, likewise, just kind of sitting on the floor near the bodies.
Is there, how much does he look damaged?
He does not look damaged.
He's about to.
Sounds like a fair bet.
All right. I am going to, and he's about 30 feet away?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step to him.
Okay. He's going to use his super bonus action to Misty Step the other way.
Yeah, and I'm going to attack. Yeah, I'm going to attack him twice with my halberd.
General layout of the room, say it's about 60 by 60 feet. Ceiling is about 20 feet high. Well, what the hell, Don?
Yeah, I know. God damn it. Fucking dice.
Jeez, dude. He kind of grimaces and braces for the attack because he's been waiting here expecting to go first, and then all of a sudden he doesn't go first, and then you miss twice, and he just busts out laughing. Is that the famed renown of the Knights of Solamnia from this era? You must be joking.
Fucking dice. That's all I have to say is fucking dice.
Alright, we're gonna try this right here on Kadar. Of course, when I say this right here, only I can see it, unless you're sneaking a peek behind my GM screen on the Twitch screen. But it is a wisdom saving throw.
Is he casting a spell at me?
It is not a spell, but it is a magical innate ability.
Gotcha. Can't counterspell those.
Correct. But if you do have magic resistance, then, well, you don't even need it anyway. So yeah, you hear a magical whisper in your head, and you resist it so quickly you can't make the most sense of it, but if you had to guess, it seems like he was trying to get you to attack Doc right there next to you. And then with the longsword that we will retrieve from the corpse of the governor, we will slash out at Sir Reginald twice here. And that's just as laughable as Dawn's attacks, if not more so. So we will pass it to Kadar's turn.
Just look at him and be like, is that all you've got? You think you're so funny? And I will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at him, and he can make, I believe it's his own wisdom saving throw.
Up, we are immune to charm effects. This is an enchantment spell.
Gotcha.
He does bust out laughing. That's hilarious! Oh man, I misread that. I need to get glasses, some new glasses here, because words are not reading true anymore, and I'm reading components here, and I read tiny farts and a feather that is waved in the air. And, I mean, I guess that could be hilarious for Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but I don't know.
Definitely was back in kindergarten.
Seems more like it'd be the components for Cloudkill or something. Like you do that and then use the feather to continue to wave it away from you. Doc, last in the lineup this time. Your turn.
All right, I'm going to immediately attack him with guiding bolts.
Can of beans. Oh! Oh, that would have been so nice if the nat 20 was on the other side. I think you have a heroic inspiration. I don't know if you want to burn it on this guy. Oh, he is! He is burning it. Oh, damn. Yeah. I will take that. And any vulnerability? Nope. Even still, 38, 39, 46, 56 points of damage in one shot. Ow! That's going to leave us right there. That's almost all of his hit points. At least 3/4. Whew! Nice shot. Yeah, he's in mid-laughter, still pointing his finger over at Kadar, and he just catches that one right in the face. And his face is just all kinds of charred right now.
You will burn, Abomination, and that's going to go ahead and be my turn.
All right. Dawn, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to...
Don't say but.
Hold on one moment. For Tenets of Vengeance. No, wait, that's my tenants. For my... where the fuck is it? Vow of Anemone. Did that print?
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yay, I have advantage on my attacks.
I don't know how you
I mean, you
expect to
had
get
it.
within 10 feet of him, though. Like, there's a whole moat between the two of you. You're in the city streets. He's on top of the castle. Like, well, that will connect. The second one, thanks to the advantage, will connect. That's the difference in his armor class. 16 would miss, 17 would hit. And you are leaving him with only a handful of HP here. You got anything
Divine
else?
Smite.
Big money, big money, big money. Big money! All right. Let's scroll past the dialogue that we could have had. Niche. New. And Kadar has the highest passive perception score of the three of us here. You notice a blood trail leading to a small shattered door at the rear of the room. Before you can really call the rest of the group's attention to this, though. Oh, never mind. Go ahead and RP as you like. All right.
All right, so I will draw their attention to the blood trail, and I will go over to the door.
Roll insight checks, please.
With knowing that he was undead but doesn't appear undead, I'd like to investigate the corpse a little bit.
Okay. No insight check needed. He is dying. This is a dying body that you can tell here. And it looks like he's 2 death saves in the hole right now, so if you're going to try to do something, you might want to do it before I roll my next d20.
Yeah, I'm just going to bash his head in with the mace.
Oh, alright then, I don't need to roll my d20. Well, alright, we have killed him. And released the undead spirit that was possessing this very real, very good-hearted knight. Womp womp! Roll initiative again, friends.
Dog, you monster.
This is the real undead. Yikes. You guys are rolling damn good initiatives there. Very fine.
It looks like Captain Planet.
A little bit. Different stat block. And we will initiative of. Okay. Well, Doc bashes in the head, and the spirit rises right out of the body and starts laughing and taunting again. You fools! You thought I could be so easily defeated! And Doc's turn is right up.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a guiding bolt.
Okay. Do you have something to help mitigate the disadvantage for being in melee? Because you are standing right over the body. Or right next to it now that he's risen from it. Otherwise, the attack is at disadvantage unless you want to back away, provoke an attack of opportunity, and make the attack normally. Using the general options.
No, but I'll go ahead and burn one of my vanilla cards to negate the disadvantage.
All right, straight roll. Very cool. Let's see, anything for Radiant? Nope. Take all of it, though. All right. He just leans in even closer. Give me more.
I'm gonna go ahead and just end my turn with that.
All right. How about for Sir Reginald?
All right, bonus action to cast magic weapon on my halberd.
What?
Which will give it a +1 to hit and damage.
What?
And I'm going to strike this thing.
Shut the fuck up!
No, and yes. Wow, he attacked with a lance and a halberd. He's got like one in each hand. How about that?
Sorry about that. No, I was just hitting them.
Like,
Again,
wow, just imagine this
my finger is
motherfucker.
on a tablet.
It's like Arnold in Commando. He's got a fucking rocket launcher attached to his knee. All right,
This
well,
game attack blocks too, so I mean I don't have to re-roll
Sure.
it or anything.
sure. Well, the second one will connect, and oh, that is correct. That is a non-magical attack, so we do reduce that. We resist it.
Nope. Yeah, the halberd, I cast magic weapon on it. So
Oh!
it's now a magical weapon.
Is that what you said while I was tuning out? All right.
Yes.
Sounds about right. Anything else?
Nope, that is my turn.
Okay. Let's try a Divine Whisper on Reginald. Wisdom saving throw. You pass that with flying colors. And then we're going to try to possess Doc here. A charisma saving throw. Oh, yikes. See, DC is 15. The target is incapacitated and loses control of its body. Caradoc now controls the body but doesn't deprive the target of awareness. Caradoc can't be targeted by any attack, spell, or other effect except ones that turn undead, and he retains his alignment, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, immunities, etc. He can still use his other cool abilities, and the possession will last until a pre-specified time. So you guys just watch this spirit go right into Doc, as Kadar's turn is up next.
I am helpless against that move.
Oh, damn. Yikes.
Kadar is going to go invisible.
All right. And Doc does not get additional saves to resist this, so Reginald, your turn is up.
Well, that's kind of sucky. I mean,
Yes,
damn.
indeed. Yeah, if you got a chance every 6 seconds to oust a demonic possession, it would greatly reduce the effectiveness.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who can turn undead.
Oh, no!
Ah!
I'm in danger.
Yeah, no, I don't get turn undead. I get a different type of divine. I get divine attack wise type stuff.
This is bad, okay?
All right. Yeah, we're pretty fucked here. Because I can't really hurt Doc now that I saw what we did to that guy. And they got this guy out.
Look
It's
at
like,
that smile! This guy could have been such a cool companion. Oh, poor
guy. Shit.
I mean, he did go to death saves.
He did go into death save mode.
Right. I'm going to try knocking his ass out.
All right. It is Doc's armor class that we're going for.
He hit. AC is a 14.
Okay.
Plus 1 damage on each of those.
All right.
And then bonus action to hit him with the halberd.
Hitting Doc with the butt.
Are you Rikishi? Bonus actions are supposed to be quicker.
Yeah, I know, but I lost my character sheet here. Hold on, I'll be with you in a second.
You only have one. How do you lose your character sheet?
No, unacceptable.
Ow!
And that gets a plus 1 to damage too. So that's 21 damage total.
Call that attack the rear end.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. We are going to... Interesting. Okay. Doc, what kind of, combat abilities do you have? I do not gain access to your, class features or spells. So, pretty much just like whatever weapon you got in hand is what I'm looking at.
Have a mace in hand and a light crossbow on my back. And I do have a staff of healing.
Well, first and foremost, let's float 20 feet up to the ceiling, provoke attack of opportunity from Sir Reginald. Possibly the only time in the history of the game that I've hoped a character has the Sentinel feat.
I do not.
Womp womp. Well, that'll hit. Doc is successfully out of range. And, yeah, let's take a crossbow attack on... Where the hell did Kadar go? Let's take a shot on Sir Reginald.
That'll miss.
We're going to bonus action... No, that doesn't help. It's going to take a guess at where Kadar was, but we don't get movement as part of that bonus action. So, Kadar, it is your turn.
All right, if we're doing it this way, we're doing it this way. I will pop back visible as I cast another little cantrip to try to knock him down.
Okay. Also, roll those concentration checks for the spell that you put up there, Doc. Probably just a bunch of DC 10s with the damage you're taking. I think like 4 of those. Oh, and there it goes.
It's okay. I probably would have dropped it upon being possessed anyways.
Sure. Does 14 is the AC, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's 9 necrotic from Kadar. And yeah, we've got Reginald up next.
All right, more attacks to knock his ass out.
Got anything at range? He's 20 feet high now.
Damn. Well, I have a 10-foot reach.
Well, that's half of it. Maybe if you mount your halberd to the end of your lance.
Don't tempt me right now, actually.
I've got a 10-foot pole, but I need a 20.
Yeah, I have a couple javelins, so I'll throw those.
All right, just start tearing through the bottom of the carpet. Sounds good. Okay,
Yeah,
Doc.
okay, that's the end of my turn.
Doc, why don't you try with another light crossbow attack? This time on Kadar, since we can see him. Nope. Yeah, Kadar has not really moved, so that doesn't help. Kadar, your turn.
All right, I'm going to stick with what's kind of working. Throw another
right.
chill touch.
Ow! Well, that's half of the remaining hit points. Reginald.
How far is he away from the table? I mean, can I climb on the table and then be able to reach him with my halberd?
You'd be 5 feet short.
Coward, come face me like a man.
Why don't you suck the backside of my butt?
Yeah, I'm out of options at this point, so.
Oh, he's not even gonna go recover his javelins. Doc, take another shot at that knight that's standing down there. You're bound to hit one of these days. Oh, that would have hit Kadar too. Damn it. Oh well. Oh shit. Okay. Nope. That doesn't help. Kadar, your turn.
All right,
never been so
I am
happy
going to
to
cast Enlarge on my paladin buddy so that he can reach.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's my whole turn.
Don.
These dice hate me. They hate me today. Let's go with the button.
Oh boy. Awful results. What's that, D4?
the extra damage for me being enlarged. I hit with a 19 on the butt strike.
Forgot about the extra damage. Nice. Well, that's 12. Or, I'm sorry, 11 damage. Let's have Doc take a shot at Kadar again. Nope. And Kadar, your turn.
Sticking with the cantrips, baby.
Well, there we go. Yeah, he just falls to the ground after that, and the carpet will float gently down next to him or somewhere thereabouts. We will release the spirit once again. Doc will be in death save mode at the start of the next round of initiative, but we will hold off on that until after our halftime break. We'll catch you in about 10 minutes or so, friends. Are you with us?
Sounds good.
Always.
It would have been nice to have the entire party here.
I'm
Would have
sure
been
I'm
nice
just
to
around
have
the
the
corner.
one guy with turn undead.
I had the time of my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as Reggie can get lay on hands, before the spirit takes over anybody else.
I do have multiple healing potions.
I mean, I have lay on hands, so I mean, I could stabilize you and get you back up.
Did not mean to click that.
hey.
How do you like?
It takes so much praying to get over.
Hey.
Well, all right. Let's see what's going on back out here in Tent Town, where Ziliana has managed to evade capture for the last several minutes. Doesn't seem like the guards are pursuing out into here.
Yeah, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is read that scroll. Hey, I almost got in a shit ton of trouble trying to steal it. I'm fucking reading it.
The scroll details the current guard positioning and different shifts that the guard regiments are on for this particular day. It also details the codes that they will use to access the specific barracks and other restricted areas of the city.
Neat. All right. So, do I see either on this? I don't know if it's like a map type scroll or if it's just like list and paragraphs, whatever. Or I don't know. I mean, either visually somehow. Do I see a way into the actual city that wouldn't have guards on it at the moment using what I have on this scroll?
No areas that are unguarded, but if you had the proper disguise to also go with the scroll, you would pretty much have free reign anywhere in the city, at least for today.
Okay, yeah, I do have disguise kit. I could do it. I think I have disguise kit.
See if you could put something together to resemble a member of the guards. Technically, you're working with the city, but you're also a person of interest, so disguise would probably be the way to go. Yep.
Let's see what I can do here. I should just be able to click on the disguise kit thing, right? And roll something, I would assume, like it does with thieves' tools.
Correct. Basically, I would probably say either charisma, intelligence, or wisdom are probably one of the three most pertinent attributes to associate.
Intelligence, you said, would be one of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, but charisma. Oh, god damn it. Okay. No. Look, my stats are fucked, alright? Intelligence, charisma, intelligence, charisma. Basically the same. Let's go charisma and see what happens. Do I have the riz?
Hey.
My tism let me rism.
Not too bad. Are you gonna try to re-access through the same gate, or are you gonna try to go around to the other side of the city, to the Warriors or the Fishers Gate?
I'm gonna go towards the Fisher's Gate, just to kind of
Alright, so we're gonna
cover my base in here.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking a long hike around the outside of the city. That'll take us another several minutes just to get around. And at this point, our two criminals are escorted into the dungeon beneath the castle. So close, yet so far. If only anybody had any idea what was going on with either side. But the 3 guards who have escorted the 2 of you into, it's not quite a cell, although you are in a dungeon area, absolutely, and some gates have been closed behind you on the way in. This appears to be kind of like the questioning, the interrogation room, and they seat both of you at a table. You are not currently restrained, although they are keeping a very close eye on you, and 2 of the 3 guards have their spears still in hand. As the guy sitting at the table across from you, all right, explain yourselves. What's the matter, cat? Got your tongue?
And just try to think. Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is just to fully accuse the guard of being a traitor. And saying that we were sent from the council specifically to take care of that guard or something like that.
Well, deception hasn't been rolling well in your favor so far, and it's only stacking advantage and disadvantage where you don't want it. I don't know if we want to keep on tugging on that thread.
I don't know how else to go at this. Esther, any ideas?
Wake up! Wake up!
Is Esther still with us? Oh man, he left you all alone to deal with the repercussions.
You get back here!
He was probably like, oh, they're never coming back to me.
I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible and just say that we were coming back, hearing that something maybe happened in the city since everyone was sent away, and that we were suspicious of the guards.
Why would you possibly be suspicious of Calaman soldiers? You're new here.
While we were away, we found out that some dragons have the ability to look like pretty much anyone. That's what we were coming back to tell everyone.
Alright, so what you say is true. What made you suspect this guard and this guard alone?
We saw him fiddling with the scroll, and then as we approached, he put it away. So we were just suspicious.
Alright. Roll a persuasion. Esther, feel free to chime in at any time here as these guards are questioning just what happened.
Perhaps with a help action.
Lance came up with a somewhat plausible story that might land depending on how the dice shake out here. And assuming Esther doesn't completely contradict the story with whatever he says.
If he mentioned damn elf.
Hey, did you tell him about the dragons already?
No, I didn't actually. Oh wait, yeah, I had the shape-shifting dragons. Yeah. Wabam! Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right.
Oh wait, what if he's a What if he's one of the shape-shifting dragons? How can we trust him?
Oh, are you accusing me now?
Well, I would say bringing us into a room probably would have immediately attacked us rather than talked to us.
All right, you're clear for now, but I don't want to see you fooling around anymore.
Esther, please.
All right. So, tell you what we're going to do. You report to some pretty important people here in the city, as do I. We run in the same circles. We know the same people. I'm going to put out my assistant. He's going to dig up some information for me. Verify your
He's not
story.
that same fella I already talked to, because he can't dig up
I'm
any
talking
info.
to. While he digs up this information, the two of you will remain incarcerated here under my watchful eye. If what you say shakes out, you ought to be out of here in less than a day. If it doesn't, we're going to have another conversation. You're going to spill more than what you have so far. I'm going to get the truth out of you. What you say has some measure, some air of credibility to it. It's only for that reason that you're not being prosecuted. But we are going to keep you here for the next day.
Prosecuted? Prosecuted for what?
If it comes to that, I'll leave that to the legal counsel to explain to you. I have done my
So you're
job.
holding us here on nothing.
Nothing. Civil disrest. Disrupting the protocols at the city gate during a time of martial law. Alarming a number of the citizenry with wild accusations in public. He looks at the two guys that are holding the spears. And they kind of put the spears closer to your chest as if to indicate, all right, time to stand up. We're moving now.
With your permission, talking to the head guy here, soldier to soldier, would you allow us to make a report to the council personally before we are imprisoned? That's all I ask.
I'll send some parchment and a quill your way.
It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Like I said, soldier to soldier, you would want to make sure you got the job done right.
Oh, I have my ways of getting it done. And my guy's not going to try to escape throughout the city and send half a dozen guards in a wild pursuit. You've already proven you can't be trusted in the open.
Okay, maybe Ezra.
So he will eventually have some parchment and writing apparati delivered to you for penning out said report. You have no doubt he's going to read whatever you put in there before he delivers it, if it is ever delivered at all. But that will pause us in the dungeon area here, as back in the combat in the council chambers, Doc has already fallen one death save down. And 15-20 feet up hovers our spirit, as Sir Reginald's turn is now up.
All right. this is the huge difference between 2014 and 2024's D&D, whereas the new D&D lay on hands is a bonus action, where it's a full action for this game.
Oh boy.
I'm going to so I'm going to have to use my action to give Doc 5 hit points to keep him from dying.
All right. Can you post the magic weapon details? Oh, that might not be the one. I think it was this one.
There we go. That's it.
All right. This is kind of pulling at strings here, but the mechanics and the specificity is important. If I recall, when you activated the Vow of Enmity, it was before the spirit revealed itself?
Correct. It was on the
Original?
on the guy on the original body. So
Gotcha.
The vow may be on him, or it may not be on the spirit. I don't know. What did you want to do on that?
Correct. Technically, he has 2 separate hit point pools, and he dropped to 0 already, so that would have fulfilled the specifications of that. Magic weapon has no such thing, but
Okay.
yeah, good to know just in case. Either way,
this is on the weapon, and that one is on the target. So
sure. So that's your action.
yeah, and since I didn't make an attack, I can't use my bonus action to use the back end of the halberd. So that will end my turn.
Okay, well, let's check and see if the possession recharges. It does not. So we're gonna float. I don't know. I think let's have some fun over here. 300 feet away. Take a couple attacks on Kadar here. A 17.
There's no 300 feet away in this room.
Sure there is if you go around it 6 times. Do the curly shuffle. Whoop, 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 whoop. So yeah, a 17 to strike on Kadar there.
Yep, that'll hit.
For 17 necrotic.
Ouch.
And the second attack is another 17 to hit for another 10 necrotic. And that will pass the turn order over to Kadar.
How far away is he actually?
He's in melee. He had to get right up next to you to do that.
So he moved away from my body.
He moved away from the space where where you fell unconscious, because you fell unconscious like 15 feet up, and then you fell to the ground. He moved away from that area and then descended down to Kadar.
Would I have gotten attack of opportunity against him? I don't have Sentinel, so that wouldn't have stopped him, but... And I do have reach on my weapon. And I'm still enlarged.
Correct. You would have had to get off the table to lay your hands on Doc, which would have put you out of reach from where he was. You were only in reach from where he was because you were on top of the table.
All right.
Let me make a couple of con saves and see if you're still enlarged.
Nice. Wow!
Why, yes, yes, you are.
Damn! If only those natural 20s could have been used on something more potent offensively. Holy crap.
All right, since it's my turn, I don't want to have disadvantage on these, so I will step back 10 feet, and he can make his attack of opportunity.
Okay. Oh, an 11! Gosh, that would have been for 24 necrotic if it had landed too.
All right, there's going to be 3 of these rays incoming.
Okay. AC is 14 in this form. So 2 of those will
All
get
right, so the
through.
first and the third.
And he is resistant to fire. So half and half.
I think he's resistant to everything I've got.
Yeah, so far we've seen fire and necrotic.
That's it, though. I'm going to stay there.
Okay, top of the next round, it is Doc. Half your movement to get up from prone, otherwise a normal turn.
Yep, I'll use that movement to hop onto my carpet, and then I will shoot him with a guiding bolt.
Oh, damn, now we're talking. Whew! Hey, 1 year subbed at tier 1 there for Mesmero. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. 19 Radiant. Well, that's gonna land for full effect.
And that is gonna go ahead and be my full turn.
Okay. Reginald could potentially maneuver into a flank here since I am... Or no, because Kadar backed off of me, so... Not so much. But you're definitely in range to get up in my face now because I came down to the ground.
He's got advantage on that first one because of the guiding bolt.
Correct.
Yep. And let me go ahead and make my attack.
Don't make no attack. Oh! Hell yeah. Ow!
And I'm going to divine smite that one. And because he's undead, I get 3d8.
Ooh. Ouch. Well, that's a significant change to the health bar there all of a sudden. 23 and 18. Whew!
Oh, and add a +1 to the damage because it's a magical weapon now.
Making me math.
Yeah, I know. Second attack. And then bonus action back into the...
There you go. Well, now you're chopping away at him.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, hopefully he doesn't get his possession back. He gets his possession back. Okay. Damn. Fuck it. We're gonna bonus action on Sir Reginald. Wisdom saving throw. Divisive Whispers. Oh, you failed it. You must immediately use your reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of Karadoc's choice. Well, I'm the only one you could do it to, so in this case, you're just going to waste your reaction because we don't want it to be me.
Okay.
I just wanted it to land once. And let's try our luck with Reginald on this one as well. A charisma saving throw as we attempt the possession. Oh boy. Well, that's a failure or a heroic inspiration to succeed. Otherwise, you
I'm
are
going
now
to
the
use.
possessed.
Yeah. I'm going to use my heroic inspiration to succeed that one.
Alright.
Hold on, I gotta move these to the bottom.
Sure.
Strongly heroic. Yep. And then flop that sucker onto the table.
Oh, where is it?
My tablet is not letting me move this thing to the table. Oh wait, maybe I can move it directly to you.
If not, I can just try to steal.
Yeah, go ahead, steal it.
Is it a 2 or a 1?
It's a 1.
Alright.
Yep, it's a choose one.
Oh shit. Yours are the only cards I cannot highlight for some reason.
Okay, well, I know that it's gone, and I will, next time I get to my computer, I'll try to get rid of it.
Alright. Well, that will pass it to John's turn then, or Johnny. Got 2 Johns here.
All right, I think the only thing useful I can do is move up into flanking for Sir Reginald, and I will take the dodge action.
Alright. And how about Doc?
All right. Guiding bolt's been doing well for me so far, so I'm gonna keep on hitting it.
Okay. Ooh, on the money. 14 AC. He's missing that armor when he was possessing the other dude. Ow! Alright.
And unfortunately, that's all I got for the turn.
Alright. Don's got a flank set up here. And a guiding bolt.
All right, let's go ahead and big money, no whammies.
Nice, nice, nice. All of those will land. This is a resilient motherfucker, though. Still holding on to some health.
All right, I'm going to use one more first level spell to Divine Smite that thing.
Oh, this might do it. Big money, big money. Oh! Why
Damn,
the first one?
I know.
You left me with 2 hit points. I had an even dozen. Well, okay. Does the possession come back? Because if it does, this could get very interesting. It does not. You may think you have me beaten. This is but a minor inconvenience. The pain that I inflict upon you, you will feel for some time. We're going to try to hit Kadar once. 10! And we'll try to hit Sir Reginald. Another 10! Alright, Kadar, your turn. Oh, come on, he's got 2 hit points left. Surely you could just kick him in the ass. Just fucking rack him with the
Fine, I
Staff of
won't take
Power.
the dodge action. Hey, I put all those weapons away.
Oh!
He's probably resistant to it, and I'm not good with it, but I will swing my little dagger at him. And I guess I have advantage because
Yeah.
I'm flanking.
Yep.
But even resistance, man, I mean, do a bunch of damage and
Oh,
you can get
damn
rid
it.
of them.
Yeah, that'll be 1 of my 2 hit points, because you always round down.
Make it hurt.
That will
Yep,
hit, though.
I'm just going to stay in flanking.
Alright, Doc, your turn.
All right, we're gonna go for the final guiding bolt.
No way. Alright, Don, finish him off. There it is. Alright. So I can remove that. And yes, once we have defeated the spirit, it kind of pulls a Palpatine at the end of Return of the Jedi, where there's just a loud scream of pain as the spiritual form just flies away from you faster than you can react or really recognize what it's even doing. And then next thing you know, it's like just out the door and gone. But the scroll that the thing was holding on the tip of a finger as you guys entered the room just kind of comes spinning and falls to a halt on the floor. It is a slightly scorched parchment sealed with black wax with a rose emblem stamped into it.
I'm going to read the scroll.
People of Calaman, I exert my rightful claim as ruler of the province of Nightland. Submit or flee. Lord Loren Soth, Knight of the Rose. And that is a big enough name, and especially considering we have a Knight of Solamnia in the party, we can bypass the rolls on that. Not only is Lord Soth a prominent NPC and ally of our recent Coalescence campaign, he helped deliver some pretty big damage to Nihilus in our endgame battle, as a matter of fact, so if the name sounds familiar, that's where you know him from. But here on Dragonlance, his reputation and our interactions are likely to be considerably different. He was a Knight of Solamnia of the Order of the Rose. He ruled the province of Nightland when it was known as Nightland. The difference between the opposite of day or a knight who has a squire. Nightland, Nightland. He is a key figure in Kryn lore, particularly as it pertains to the Cataclysm. It is said that the gods gave Soth the opportunity to redeem himself and even prevent the Cataclysm, but he did not complete his quest and the Cataclysm occurred. It is because of Soth's failure that this has contributed largely to the widespread distrust of the Knights of Solamnia and their tarnished reputation in the lands. His fate is a mystery, but his home, Dargard Keep, is known to be a cursed, haunted ruin. And wouldn't you fucking know it, all this time. Moments after Caradoc is defeated, and you start to look down that bloody trail to the cracked door at the back of the room, the musician Lidara, who Esther has been seeking since the first session, I believe,
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
steps from a corner of the chamber, though you could have sworn this corner was empty just a moment ago. A look of urgency tightens her features. "You must hurry on," the elf says, pointing to a shattered door. "There's a secret beneath this castle, one the old lord can't be allowed to possess. It may already be too late. You must hurry."
We are out of. I am out of juice here, and we are short half of our group.
"You would let the realm come to ruin because you are short a nap. Perhaps I came to the wrong adventurers."
Fine, lead the way. We will go and defeat this evil.
"I am no leader." She points the way towards the cracked door.
All right, I'm going to push past her and go down there.
On we go
How's
to
it?
victory or ruin.
Onward to death.
All right. Beyond the broken door lies a narrow corridor. There are several plain doors that seem to lead to other parts of the castle, but you can see at the far end of the passage shines a faint violet light. Do you approach the light, or do you go to the tavern and have a long rest?
Well, I mean, a long rest would be really. No, we go to the light.
Check the dungeon.
What an awkward time for a party split. A doorframe sculpted with somber knights stands in an alcove along this corridor. The doorframe was once sealed, but shattered bricks now lie scattered across the floor. Beyond the opening, a steep flight of stairs descends below ground. Violet Light, it's the name of a Tragically Hip album, Violet Light, and the sound of crackling flames emanate from below. This passage descends into the catacombs beneath Castle Calaman and our next adventure. Before we proceed into that, let's check out the Fisher's Gate, and the guards there are very, very tired at this time of day. You're based on the information you have in that scroll there, Katie. They are in the final hour of a 12-hour shift. So as you approach with your information and what you would guess to be a pretty decent disguise, they don't seem distrustful or anything on your approach. They just kind of look up at you. "Coming back? Long day?"
Like you wouldn't believe.
"Oh, yeah. Yeah, perhaps we all catch up at the pub later. Swap some stories."
I will meet you there. First round is on me, friend.
"Oh, you won't believe the rabble that's been through here today. I'll hold you to that. We'll
Oh,
see
I
you
bet
there."
you I will. All right, see you. And then I just go like I belong there, dude. Don't look back, don't do nothing, I just go.
And now, your character was present at the trade gate on the northwest side when you heard about the Knights of Solamnia and their meeting with the governor and the city council at the castle. Does that interest you, possibly catching up with the rest of the party, or do you have other aims here?
Did we get our other two out of the dungeon, or are they still trapped in there and awaiting probably death.
Yeah, last you saw, they were, one of them anyway, had guards surrounding him. Esther had run off around a corner, so you're not sure what happened to him.
Psst, Esther.
Well, I know for sure at least one of them is going to be in the dungeon just because I've been there, done that. So I am going to try to make my way down there and use my knowledge and what I can to, at the very least, just get there. If not, get them out.
Oh, you're going to try to go to the dungeon?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Interesting.
Look, I gotta be able to brag to them that I got away with it and their dumbasses got caught.
Well, you do have the proper passage and code words to get into the dungeon itself. There are the usual lot of miscreants and some better, some worse down here, but as you make your way into the main area, the marshal of the guard looks up. The hell are you?
I was sent to check on things and make sure that nothing is out of the ordinary. There's been some disturbances around here recently. And we're just trying to make sure everything's fine.
Another fucking inspection. Whatever, get on with it.
Thank you. And then I'm just gonna like walk through, peek into like cells and stuff and see if I see any of my people.
Roll a percentile, D100. All right. It only takes maybe 5 minutes or so before you spot the two of them in adjoining cells. They can't see each other thanks to the solid wall between them, but you can see both of them from out here in the hallway just fine.
I'm going to approach Esther's cell first. I'm just gonna be like, really? You got caught?
Well, it's not like I'm gonna attack them. I just,
Keep it down over there, I'm trying to fucking sleep, one of the other prisoners shouts.
Did you both get caught? You were together and you still both got caught. At least one of you should have been able to get away.
Well, yeah, I tried, and he distracted, and I ran down an alley, and I'm just not very good at jumping.
Are you good at anything?
It would have seemed not.
Zoyana, please, I'm trying to make a shiv.
What?
Just sharp.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over to Sal and be like, "Well, at least you're doing something kind of useful."
First rule of the yard.
So I guess as long as you're gonna do something useful, I guess I'll try to get you out of here. What do we do with Esther?
Oh, that's a good question. Will you be good, Esther?
Good what? Just sitting here? I ain't got nowhere else to be, apparently.
Good answer. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so can
Just
I
looking for
try
this damn elf.
try to use maybe thieves' tools and like pick the locks on their cells or whatever?
Absolutely. See how well constructed these Calaman dungeon locks are.
Can I help her by giving her words of encouragement?
Do you have any levels in Bard?
No.
Are you trained in Persuasion?
Yes.
Then, well, I was going to say yes, but she already rolled good on the left side of the die. So going forward, good to know. That will crack that lock open, though. DC is 20.
Was that me or Esther?
Oh, shit. She
Yep.
opened the prisoner who was trying to sleep. Oh, thank God I'm out of here.
Oh, come on. I like to think I'm a little smarter than that. Not much, but a little. That if it's not Esther, I'll tell you that. Esther ain't proved to me he worth getting out.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Easier
I
to
resemble
keep
that
one of you
remark.
out than both. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, Ziliana, you've got to appreciate his gumption.
Do I?
Your shenanigans.
My gumption.
Because I feel like I can probably at least get one of you out of here without much question. But two of you, be prepared to help me explain that away.
Come on, I can just hop on one of your shoulders and we wear a trench coat.
Have you got
Uh-oh.
one?
Well, I figured we'd just use one of your guys's, one of the big people coats, because mine's tiny.
Roll perception checks. For the three of you. Down here in the dungeons. Oh, for goodness sake. If I add all that together, it's barely a 20.
Look, I'm dexterous, I'm stealthy, I'm not perceptive.
I am none of those.
Well, Esther
Line
got
with the
Esther got the best results. So you hear some kind of commotion coming from the general area of the dungeon, like the interrogation area where the guards all kind of have their quarters. There's something going on over there. It doesn't sound like anything violent, but there's a lot of chit chat and a lot of like banging and noises going on.
Hey, shh. Something's going on. You hear it? Something's going on.
Yeah, no shit. If you keep it down, we might be able to hear what's going on.
Do you hear anything? Yes, I heard somebody ask if I hear anything.
Literally what's happening right now. Okay. Exactly how small is Esther?
3'8".
3'8". Okay.
So he's 1 inch shorter than Joe C. is what I'm hearing. Because, you know, Joe C. was 3'9" with a 10-foot.
Let's see.
Is there a backpack?
I will. I don't think I have one. Check.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Also,
I
could-
will try and go for my thieves' tools again for Esther, because you know what? I've been convinced, maybe, just maybe, might be useful.
8th time's the charm.
Literally.
And I will help you.
I'll stand here and look pretty.
Oh, 13. Nothing doing there. Gonna need another few minutes to try to finagle this lock. Remember old school D&D where if you failed a lockpick check, you couldn't try it again until you leveled up?
Okay, let me.
No, that sounds old.
Yeah, that's very old. I mean, I guess it gave you incentive to go back and visit dungeons you hadn't been through before, but the game was a lot smaller back then too. Like you had your one town, one city, and a few dungeons.
Right, I
And
remember
how
those
often are you
days.
trying to break your own people out of jail,
Yeah, now it's
Only our stupid asses.
much more sandbox feel to modern D&D.
How far we have come.
Oh yeah.
So in that kind of few minutes I'm gonna take to try to do it again, are we still kind of like
Oh yeah, yeah, you're good.
safe or whatever? We're good? Okay, cool.
Still helping.
Oh yeah, in game we let a few minutes pass out of game. You can come on dice, and then roll again. There you go. 22. Lock is cracked. Try perception checks again. How long does that enlarge last on Sir Reginald too? Because that corridor that you guys are going down is pretty narrow.
Come on, Esther.
Just 1 minute.
All right, yeah, we can drop that back down.
My magic weapon though lasts for 1 hour.
1 hour, very nice. Put a token on. I'm sorry, we should put an icon on your token to indicate that, since that will likely be something that carries into next session. We'll use this little magic hammer looking thing. Perception. Esther is now picking up voices and direct bits of conversation from the next area, and from the sounds of things, it is time for the guards to change shifts. So,
Hey, they're coming.
you don't know how soon they're gonna. You don't know how soon it's gonna be before they come in here. You know that they're changing around a lot of stuff in there, where Ziliana just came through. So it's possible there's just a lot of people in there right now, and a lot of just kind of. This might be a good chance to try to slip through.
Would I be able to try to like disguise them using other stuff in my disguise kit, or is it only just like myself?
You can certainly use it for others. It just only has like a limited number of uses. You can certainly try it though.
I just have to make them look like they weren't just in a cell, okay?
Oh, and they've only been in here for a couple hours too, and they weren't roughed up particularly.
Just gotta clean them up just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Really, it's about fashioning something that looks like a guard medallion and like some kind of cloak,
just
so that it's not obvious that they're not wearing chainmail and shit.
Yeah. Okay. And what did we use for that? What did we say we could do? Like an intelligence, charisma, or something?
Same thing with the disguise kit, whichever favors you the best. If you want intelligence, charisma, wisdom.
Are we anywhere near an office?
Charisma.
An office? There's likely something like that towards the area that you're going to be going. You just don't know exactly where. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because we have false identity.
If what?
Oh, it lets me, like, fake documents. Like, if we wanted to write out something that just says we're released. As long as I have something I can...
Oh, gotcha. I mean, if you make it through that area, you're likely in the clear as it is. I don't know if it's worth it to stay in that area to try to find an example of the paperwork, so then you can go back into the crowded room and be like, hey guys, we're good.
Nah, we need speed. We need to get out of here.
How stealthy are the two of you in general? Would you be able to pass some stealth checks or no? Because earlier you did not, I think.
+9.
+3.
Okay.
I could carry him. No,
Yeah, we could probably use ourselves to obscure Esther.
Yeah.
I am 80 pounds. You can just put me in your backpack.
Oh, yeah. I think we're just gonna try to go through with all the hustle and bustle, but we're gonna kind of stick to like the shadows and darker areas of the hallways and the rooms and stuff to minimize our chances of being seen.
Let's
We're just
go
gonna try
ahead
to
with
get out here on that.
let's try some advantage stealth checks then and see how well we can navigate through this.
Thank God for advantage.
Any chance
Oh,
we
yeah.
could get our stuff on the way out?
Any chance of what?
We could get our stuff on the way out, like weapons and stuff like that.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, this goes like even better than you guys would have imagined it. It's definitely clear that the guards who were on shift and are making their way out are already getting out their private flasks, their snifters, and whatever else they've got nearby, and they're already celebrating shift is over before they're off site. And the guy who was interrogating you guys a couple hours ago is in a much different state of mind as you guys are just trying to make your way through to the point where he locks eyes with Esther and just gives him a big grin and a nod and like holds out a fucking hand for a fist bump as you guys are making your way out. So he
I love
clearly,
this dude. I don't know who he is, but I love him.
he is clearly
yeah.
like does not recognize you guys in these disguises. He's like, "Oh, it's our kinderguard," and then like 10 minutes later, he's like, "When the fuck did we get a kinderguard? Do we have a
Just
kinderguard?"
Esther with a mustache.
Exactly. He's got the little fake mustache and glasses.
Not even that. We just had like a Sharpie and we just like drew a little mustache on him. Not even a good disguise. Just like, I've got a marker. Let's go.
Hey, this isn't permanent, right?
No, of course not.
Why did you guys draw a weenus on the side of my face? All
It'll
right.
help you fit in. It's fine.
it's everybody's doing it. Now with our parties back in two, does our escaping the dungeon party have other objectives besides trying to follow up on the rumor we heard about at the gate? Or are we going to try to reconvene with the other half of our party?
Yeah, reconvene, I would say.
Yeah, because like I gotta brag to Reggie that like I totally got away with this.
And I think after getting us thrown in prison, I'm going to take it a little light.
All right, let me get the
Gotcha
next
out.
map set up here. And just gonna test the waters here. Who's good to play a little late tonight?
I'm good.
I can.
Half hour,
I'm good.
45 minutes or so.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
All right. Well, let's check out what we got here. This will probably be pitch darkness for everybody. 3 of you will be on this map imminently. The other 3 of you will be along eventually. We're almost synced up on our time here. But first, let's get Doc. There we go. We're going to be up in this area here. There's Reginald. There's Kadar. Have we had any opportunity, or do we have any resources to heal ourselves further, such as potions or the like?
I'm going to give Doc 15 hit points from Lay on Hands.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you before you do that. I'm going to use one of my potions of greater healing.
All right.
Get 20 back off of that. Very nice. for this place. Much of which, don't know how much we're gonna tap here, but we will check. Sure. So this is just a cool bit of narrative here. I don't know that it's anything will necessarily connect in-game, but though the signs of the god's rage have receded from the world, keep in mind the cataclysm, I think it was like 400 something years ago. Violet flames from the cataclysm continue to burn in this tomb. This magical fire lingers as a mark of disgrace on one who failed the gods and the world. So there are occasional bits of violet flame. I don't see that they provide any ambient light, so unless I see otherwise, you will need to bring your own light sources with you, assuming that your eyes rely on such things. Right.
Yep, I need light.
Alright, your token is probably set for it as it is, but in the event that you lose a torch or the ability to see, then yeah, we reduce it considerably. Okay. Oh, yep, here it is. The illusory violet flames fill the catacombs with dim light. These flames create no heat. They do not harm creatures that touch them. I do not see... Yeah, it's just dim light, so I guess that's why they didn't create light sources for it. The ceilings throughout these catacombs are 15 feet high. The doors are made of stone and look like they will require some oomph to get through. And I believe, yeah, this looks like it's an older dungeon. I think this was released in late 22, older. But I think it was early 23 that Roll20 finally released the doors that you guys can interact with. So if something is not clear and I have not called attention to it, feel free to ask, hey, is this a door or what is this, etc. Anyway, the first area we find ourselves in, the stairs descend into the stone chamber engulfed in violet flames. The first thing that we see, the cataclysmic fire that is lamining the tube, is recreating a tragic scene from the life of Lord Soth. The first scene that you see upon entry, and these will be the same scenes that our other 3 party members see when they come in a few minutes behind. A knight of Solamnia saves a group of elven travelers from ogre raiders. An elf woman falls into the knight's arms. Behind him, the silhouette of a human woman turns and fades away. In the fire that is revealed after the scene plays out, you see the 4 dignified statues of Knights of Solamnia. And at the east end of the chamber lies an antechamber before a double stone door. There, a 5th statue depicts a bison-headed warrior. Dawn would know the 4 historic leaders of the Knights of Solamnia and the bison-headed god Kiri Jolith, god of honor and war. Otherwise, there's nothing impeding your progress in here.
Alright, I shall take the lead.
No traps, no travails, no movement, nothing unexpected. You can definitely tell I did not create this dungeon room, because I would never have just a dungeon room with some narrative description
Yeah, we rolled a
You
below
said
that.
these doors are stone.
They are stone, yeah. Yeah, looks like it's going to take some oomph.
All right, I have pretty good strength, so I will try to open the door.
What is your strength score?
18.
All right, you lean into the door, and man, maybe a couple levels from now, you'd be able to open this thing up yourself, but you feel like at least one of these other teammates here you're going to need. It basically takes a raw strength score of 20 or higher combined between two characters. Or if one person happens to have a 20.
Can I use my stone cunning to make it a little easier?
You certainly could. That's I mean, either way, you're either loaning 2 points of strength or a character feature here. I would say either is applicable. And we can get rid of... Oh, they put 2 doors. All right, there we go. Into the next area are the crypts. Next area will be the bloods. This long chamber blazes with violet flame. The next scene that plays out before us, the knight from the previous vision is cast out from an order of other knights. The scene fades into a wedding between the knight and the elf woman from the previous vision. And in the crypts itself, you can see that the walls are lined with alcoves, within which bodies wrapped in yellowed cloth lay. A brazier rests at the end of the hall to the east. A section of wall has been smashed to the ground to the southwest, creating a crude tunnel to the catacombs beyond. You will see that after stepping in just a few feet. If Doc moves like 2 to the east, he will see that broken tunnel. And to the southeast stands something else over here that you will possibly take note of when you get there. Otherwise, no monsters of note, no traps to assail you as you enter. Which way you gonna go?
Yeah, stay behind me. I don't want you getting attacked by something.
Very well.
Do I actually see the crack that's running behind that? Or is that supposed to be like a secret door or something?
The tunnel? Oh yeah, you totally see that. Yeah, a section of wall was just smashed right through there, creating a crude tunnel into more of the catacombs.
Be wary. Something might come through that tunnel and try to take us by surprise.
More bodies wrapped in yellowed cloth. Probably all knights or important people to the order at some point, you would imagine.
I'm going to give a silent prayer to all the fallen that I've come across.
Okay. All's clear, all's clear. Another stone door there to the south. Possibly leading to the same area where that crushed tunnel was to the west. Nothing, no sound or sight of anything coming out of there.
All right, I'm going to open the door.
With the stone cunning again, you guys can easily crack through there into the next area. Okay. Oh, very nice. A character with the stone cunning trait is able to tell that that tunnel was created only a short while ago. The next scenes in this room, the violet flames play out. The knight receiving a vision from a beam of divine light. As his wife pleads with him, he dons his armor and mounts his steed, and then heads off. After the vision dances across the walls with faded mosaics of blacksmiths forging gleaming weapons, you can see to the west bars that seal off alcoves to the north and south. To the west, there are weapons hanging on the walls. And another crude tunnel punched through the wall to the southern wall that you will see after passing through shortly. Yep, there's our broken tunnel, our sealed areas there. And right about here, we will pause it for this side of the group. And touching back on the group that has escaped from the dungeon, as you make your way up to the castle itself, you meet the same guards that the other three met, who tell you pretty much the same thing, that there's a knight of Solamnia named Caradoc who came here with a dozen knights a few hours ago. They're meeting with the governor and the city council. You guys are welcome to pass on through. After making your way to the castle itself, the eerie quiet and stillness before you discover the murder site in the council chamber. All the council members, the governor, several guards, and a dozen wights are all dead or destroyed. No sign of your party members, but there is that blood trail leading to the one door, after which you make your way to the passage that ends in violet light, and we find ourselves here in the dungeon. Over here. Yep. And likewise, your characters see the same scene played out here that our other party members saw, but otherwise completely open passage, no signs of combat. Door is wide open at the far eastern side, so feel free to proceed. Busted passage there to the south.
Alex starts shouting, "Hello!"
Well, those of you in the first half of the party can hear your companion shouting from just around the corner down the hallway here.
Hello there.
Hello there.
So yeah, Mother, this week.
Oh, with that Reggie, he's gonna be so proud I got away with it.
It's about time you decided to join us.
Yeah, half the party here's like bleeding to death. Kadar's like holding one of his arms because it's severed at the stump. You guys are all at full health.
What happened to you?
You guys have fun?
We've been battling undead that have been taking over the castle. Where have you been?
Esther.
A new
I
chamber.
can't speak for them, but I've
You know
had
what?
the time of my life.
I really don't even want to know right now. We're in the middle of a very dangerous situation, and we need to keep moving.
The next chamber
for y'all's
here plays
information.
out with another vision, showing the knight encountering the attendants of the elf woman from the first vision. They taunt him and point back the way he came. The knight slays them and turns back home in a rage. Within this hall, we see mosaics of knights riding armored stallions covering the walls, and they are likewise limed in violet flames. To the east lies a shattered stone door, and north of it gapes a tunnel that leads back to the catacomb entrance. At the west end of the room stands a statue of a rearing horse and two stone doors leading south. After the violet fire scene completes, our first opposition appears in the form of skeletal warhorses manifesting at the end of the hall. These are the remains of heroic warhorses, and as they approach, they spot the armor of a Solamnic knight. The skeletons stop, bow, and vanish. The character playing the Solamnic knight gains a supernatural gift. The favor of the heroic steed. It has 2 charges. As an action, you can expend
Ooh.
1 to summon a warhorse wearing plate barding. It will serve you for 24 hours and then vanish. So if at any point you have need of 2 extra warhorses, you've got them. These things found you worthy. And once again, 4 chambers in, we've not had a single combat. We will give Esther another moment or two to catch up here. I'm going to send it on another short break before we conclude the rest of our adventure here. We might just make it through the rest of this dungeon here tonight. So we'll see you again shortly here, friends. Are you with us?
Always. If you follow along, you'll find a little tunnel that heads to us. Right here.
Hello, hello. Welcome back.
One fun.
Hey,
Shall we proceed?
Let's do it.
Feel free to roll.
I can't hear you.
Try backing out and jumping back in. Mine's all reading clear on this side. Can anybody else not hear me?
I can hear you.
Reading
can
you
hear
loud
you
and
fine.
clear.
Reginald, be a lamb at the door.
Yowie, wowie. Don tells everybody to stay behind him and then he won't move.
Aha, I can hear you now.
Lies!
Oh my.
No,
Oh.
my other ear bud just died, and that's what caused me to have to switch the other one.
I don't believe I heard you correctly.
I said my fucking earbud died.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Reginald, be a lamb.
I'm opening the fucking door.
Operate la
Do I
fucking
see
puerta.
that elf anywhere?
Nope, she's nowhere to be seen.
Son of a bitch!
Right, she was here for the briefest moment, and then when the characters went into the tunnel, next time they turn around to look for her, she's nowhere to be seen. The next scene plays out in Violet Fire here, showing the knight slaying his wife as the world around him crumbles and burns. The knight burns as well, but he doesn't fall. His armor fuses with his body, his eyes blaze with flames, and he becomes a terrifying, deathless figure. This chamber here holds in the center steps leading up to a sleek marble monument etched with hundreds of lines of text. Doors lead from the room to the north and the east.
All right, I want to go ahead and open that door.
Alright. How the fuck did Esther just teleport through it?
I don't know what these guys are doing.
Magic, baby.
Alright. A statue of a saluting Knight of Solamnia stands in this room, along with two marble slabs etched with text. All three crackle with violet flames, and the spirit of a Knight of Solamnia kneels before one of the slabs. A door leads to the west, and a double door leads to the east.
I'm going to return the salute to the statue.
The spirit turns and stands from her kneeling. And she looks upon your group curiously. Obviously a undead spirit of some type.
Hey, you guys are seeing this too, right?
Are you a spirit of good or evil?
Such moralities are not of concern in this state. I was known as Knight Jandon, a knight of the Order of the Sword.
I am Sir Reginald, Knight of the Order of the Crown.
I'm Master Akender.
I've never heard of a Kender.
Well, now you have.
Better late than never, I suppose. Have you heard tell of the legend of Sir Sarlamir?
Is that the legend that we've been seeing the relics for throughout our entire journey?
Do you mean in the catacombs here?
Yes, because I thought that was for Lord Sloth.
Ah, yes. Lord Soth. In the chamber to the east of here, you will find the body of Knight Sarlamir. He was a respected knight of the Order of the Crown. Years before the cataclysm, he received a divine quest from the god Paladine, who told him the king priest of Istar had created a magical wonder in the east, a flying city. And in so doing, the king priest had enraged the metallic dragons that had long remained hidden on Krynn. Paladine tasked Sarlamir with going to this flying city, assuaging the dragon's fury, and convincing the king priest to return the city to the land. Sarlamir agreed. He knew this task was daunting, though, and decided to hedge his bets. He took his family's greatest treasure with him, an ancient Dragonlance. He and his fellow knights reached the king priest's flying city and stood before a flight of righteously furious metallic dragons. When the king priest refused to land the flying city, the dragons refused to leave. As the conflict escalated, Sarlamir used his Dragonlance to slay the dragon's leader, the gold dragon Caravarix. As soon as Caravarix's blood touched the Dragonlance, the weapon rusted away in his hands. The dragons attacked, slaying Sarlamir and crashing the flying city. A handful of his knights escaped, and they brought his body and his cursed Dragonlance back to Kalaman. Both were interred beneath the city, here, where they remain.
Am I able to read what's on the slabs?
Oh yeah, it's all written in common.
Well, what's it say?
In here, the slabs bear the names of honored heroes and leaders among the Knights of Solamnia who served at Castle Kalaman. You do see Knight Sarlamir's name on this list. And as you're looking over, she continues her story. I was one of the knights who returned Sarlamir's body here, and in the process of doing, I twisted the truth, reporting that Sarlamir had died defending people from rampaging evil dragons. He was entombed as a hero. It is my eternal regret knowing Sarlamir's disobedience and deeds contributed to the gods' disfavor and ultimately to the cataclysm. I am no less complicit in my fellow knight's disgrace. In the next chamber, I ask that you reclaim the weapon entombed with Sarlamir. Perhaps in your hands, and she looks specifically at Sir Reginald, it may find redemption and the gods' favor. The flames that you see blazing through these tombs are still fire from the cataclysm. These used to be confined to Sarlamir's tomb, but they run rampant now. I'm not certain why.
Wonder if those new tunnels have anything to do with it.
New tunnels?
We have discovered that there are several newly constructed tunnels between levels of the catacombs.
I have been myself confined to this chamber for time beyond time. I can say the chamber beyond the double doors leads to Sarlamir's tomb, but the state that it is in now may not be as I remember it.
Well, Sir Reginald, let's get these doors open.
Yeah, I accept this task with honor, reverence, and I shall bring honor to the weapon again.
I wish you the gods' favor and the best of luck. And she kneels and slowly fades from presence. Replaced by the elven spirit woman directly behind Esther, and as everybody turns and Esther senses somebody's behind him, she disappears again. Just kidding.
You bitch.
So I go ahead and open the door.
Alright. Door is... There we go. There's half. Violet flames once again outline the tombs set into the walls of this spacious crypt. A heavy stone brazier sits empty near the room's center. A sarcophagus to the north lies in pieces at the mouth of a crumbling tunnel. A wall to the southeast is similarly broken. At the far end of the tomb, a flaming dais holds a sarcophagus sculpted with the image of a knight. A life-size sculpture of a dead dragon impaled with a spear curls around the sarcophagus. Something within the sarcophagus moves, slamming against the lid, as the unnatural flames on the dais blaze with wild intensity. The violet flames waver, forming ominous images once more. The terrifying knight from the visions that you've seen steps through the wall. He approaches the brazier at the room's center, above which roils a flaming orb. The knight holds up a scepter sculpted with screaming faces. Once touched to the ball of flame, the scepter ignites and the orb vanishes. The knight admires the flaming scepter, then points it at the ornate tomb and statue at the end of this room. Both burst into flames that spread throughout the crypt. The figure then moves to the south wall and vanishes. Lord Soth was here a few moments before you and claimed a portion of the cataclysmic fire that cursed this tomb. He then shattered the south wall, creating a passage high in the cliffs beneath Castle Calaman. Another violent blow shakes the tomb, surrounded by the sculpted dragon. And at this moment, our foe at last presents himself. Let's check on some final stuff here. Alright, let's get turn order up and initiatives rolled.
I don't know why mine rolled twice.
I like the second one better.
No, the second one worse.
So much better. Hey, not too bad. Okay. All right. And we step forward here and proclaim, by orders of Lord Soth, your lives are forfeit. Come and taste your swift death. Ziliana is first at the far end of the chamber here.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is maybe think something out for once instead of just rushing in head first. I know, so weird. I think I'm gonna just use my bonus action to use my steady aim and give myself advantage on my next attack roll. Oh, but that would be on the current turn. Crap. I can't move. Okay. No, it's fine. I don't have anything I can. Well, I could technically throw a dagger.
True.
Very technically. But then that would give him a weapon that he didn't already have. And I'd have to remember to collect it, which I never did with arrows because I don't do bow and arrows anymore. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna go all out. We're just gonna go head in. It's fine. So that's my movement, and then I will bonus action dash to double my movement, and so I can move this 10 feet right in front of this guy and stab like there is no tomorrow.
Oh. Well, thank goodness for the advantage.
Right? I never remember my cool feats, but hey.
Unfortunately, he's not surprised, but that will count as a hit.
Better than nothing. And then I will use the rest of my movement to back away, even though it will likely evoke an attack of opportunity, but it's my best shot of getting any sort of distance between me and this thing.
Let's see here. Yeah, we'll take that attack. Ouch! A 25 to strike.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
For 16 necrotic.
Don't like that.
And perhaps nastier, if the target is a creature, it cannot regain hit points until the start of Knight Sarlamir's next turn. That will pass it to Kadar for our second turn here.
Kadar's not feeling super effective here. He doesn't think this will work, but he's going to throw a chill touch at him.
All right. That will hit. And full damage.
Oh wow, I didn't think it would.
Yeah,
And I'm going to use my movement and get around the corner here.
All right. Yeah, we had a guy resistant to necrotic. You did try to target him with the necrotic after he went into his ghost form, but in that form he was immune to it. And then we've got this guy, the big bad, at the end of it all, and he takes full. How about that? Well, Sarlamir is up next. The cursed night, Lord Soth calls to Sarlamir through the haunted flames of the cataclysm. We're gonna step and step and step, and this looks like a great place to stand. We'll take a swipe at Esther. They have 24 to hit. That is 13 necrotic and also cannot regain hit points. Take the second swipe on Doc. Rolling these natural 20s on the wrong side of the die. Good thing for you guys. 22 to hit though for 12 necrotic, and likewise cannot regain hit points. I wonder if John fell asleep on us again. Getting late there on the east side, so I'll track that hit point for him. And third attack on Sir Reginald. A 25 to strike. 19 necrotic. Likewise, no hit points regained until the start of this guy's next turn. Stepped in, hit each of you 3 attacks. Passing it over to Lance's turn. Oh, gotcha. Seeing if he had any reaction for it. All good. Yeah.
I'm gonna feint an attack with my rapier.
Aw.
I don't think a 13 hits.
No, this guy's rocking plate armor.
Action search. Attack him again.
Son of a bitch. That's nothing good.
Yeah, and I'll just... Yeah, that's me.
Alright. Are you moving into melee? Or...
Oh, yes, sir.
Alright. That will pass it to Esther's turn.
All right. So I can use a leveled spell and a cantrip.
So long as you fulfill the action requirements, like action, bonus action, then I believe that is the proper way of things.
Dope. All right. I'm going to use Vampiric Touch. And would this count as loose link?
Absolutely. Okay.
So I heal for 6, and then I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Okay, got it and got it. Bam! Even with disadvantage, flank advantage offset, and
That makes it the end of my turn.
alright. Let's do a legendary interrupt. No, we don't have any of those. Don, your turn.
All right. I get loose flank from here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go with 2 attacks, bonus action, third attack.
Oh! Also has no resistance to non-magical weapons, although that doesn't apply to you because your spell is still active. But for those of you attacking non-magical, he doesn't have resistance to that either. So just
Yep,
like
everything
that.
has a +1 to it. So 9 and 9, 18 points.
Gotcha, gotcha. And he just continues ranting throughout all of this, almost as if just completely automated. Lord Soth beckons Salamir follow him north to the place of dishonor. The place in the northern wastes Soth calls the City of Lost Names. And if you're not moving, we'll pass it over to Doc's turn.
All right, I'm gonna take advantage of this loose flank and hit him with a guiding bolt.
Okay. Alright, straight die roll on that. 14, no good.
And I'm not gonna move, so that'll be my turn.
Alright.
Is
Zilyana.
Guiding Bolt an innate ability for you?
No, it is not. I'm using spell slots for that.
Okay.
Don't step into the brazier. Doesn't burn, but might just be an awkward place to stand. It's like a flank to me. Ouch. With the sneak. Okay.
I will bonus action disengage. I don't get a second attack, which is sad. And then after disengaging, I will move away a little bit.
Alright. Well, while you're backing away, Kadar's turn is up next. Got himself a nice corner here.
Yeah, he's probably feeling a little overconfident in how easy this guy is going down. He's going to move back in here into position and throw another cantrip in.
Oh, he just phased through the wall, yo! The cursed knight, Lord Soth, calls. Ow! Oh, wait, that misses. Ha ha! Calls to Salamir through the haunted flames of the cataclysm.
Can I use a luck point and roll it again?
If you have a luck point, then yeah, that would essentially be an inspiration. So we would use the 18 and 9 damage. Got it.
All right, I'll mark it off.
Okay, well, Sarlamir will take another trifecta of attacks here. Got 4 targets though, so let's see. Esther. Not Esther again. Lance. Not Lance again. And Doc. So somehow Reginald evades target this time. That's a 16 to strike on Esther there.
Then I will use the shield spell.
All right. Next attack on Lance is a 22.
Ow.
That is for 12 necrotic, and you may not regain hit points until the start of this guy's next turn. And here's the kicker. If he never gets a next turn, you guys are fucked forever! And third attack.
I don't think that's what that means, Rick.
That's exactly what it means, dude.
Hey, DM,
Yes, sir.
this roll against Doc, I'm going to use a portent on it. He gets a natural 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't roll much better than that. I was going to end up with a 10 on my die roll. So either way, it's a miss. And that will conclude his turn. We'll pass it back to Lance.
And I do it again.
I will do
Yeah,
it
yeah.
again.
Vent an attack. Come on, bitch.
Well, don't take it away from me. I won't
I
do it
would do it
again.
again.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, well,
Can't lose the cleric.
I'm going to do it again. Well, that's a miss right there. AC 18.
Yep, that's me.
All right, back to Esther.
I'm going to do the same thing.
All right. Ow. Sure, for an additional 20. Okay. Ow! Now this guy is almost assuredly not going to get another turn unless the dice just horribly go against y'all.
Puts me
Dawn.
back at full HP, though.
Yeah, that's a nice turn out there. And actually, I mean, it's kind of a moot point now, but when I hit you with that initial attack, it specifically stated that you could not regain hit points until the start of my next turn, and then the first thing you did was hit me and drained hit points to regain. But again, it's kind of a moot point now that we're all done. Crunch! Oh, yeah. First attack will do it. He only had 6 HP left as he is ranting on again. Lord Soth beckons, Salamir, follow him north. Back to the place of dishonor. The place in the northern wastes cold. And then as you slay him, the city of lost names just kind of echoes in the room. After his body just falls, his enervating blade just shatters into metallic fragments. And I don't know why, but almost as an afterthought, this passageway collapses. So good thing none of you were standing in there. There is still kind of some shaking and trembling going on here after Lord Soth busted his way through took the shortcut through the dungeon, as it were, and jumped 80 feet off of the side of the cliff here, or just teleported somewhere, who knows. But yes, if you do happen to go out of the south passage here, that is what you see, is an 80-foot descent. Beneath the walls of Castle Calaman, below are paved streets and the rooftops of buildings. No sign of Lord Soth whatsoever. And otherwise, what else would we like to do here?
I'm gonna go check the sarcophagus
There you go.
to see if there is anything left in there.
There is the distinctive head of a rusty spear, all that remains of the fabled Dragonlance.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm
Also,
gonna
I
use
can't
it.
steal a scroll, but you can rob the dead.
And I'm going to utilize it as a symbol for bringing honor back to the Dragonlances.
Via thievery.
Thievery, I was offered it by the lady in the other room.
Was
So
it the
I am not
lady's or was it
stealing
this
stuff.
dead man's? Because it was in his coffin.
I think I'm just going to slay the rest of my party and continue this alone.
Hold on, I was just about to offer to
Nothing.
turn that into a proper lance for you.
First Doc kills a guy, now that.
How the table turns.
Oh, it
Leave
is
y'all for 2 minutes.
how the turntables.
Right?
So, good news for some of you, kind of meh for others of you who took the opportunity to get these bonuses earlier in the campaign. But at this point, we are going to even things out, and our entire party will be advancing to level 6 for the few of you who are already at that point. As I said, kind of meh, you've already gotten that bonus level earlier, whether through an annual, whether through Beskars, whatever. But at this point, of course, as the XP becomes more costly between levels, we do even things out at this point. So the three of you, I believe, who are not level 6 now, may boost yourself up to that. We will be getting a long rest. We will have some time off after this before our next segment. And the last little tail end here for Chapter 4 before we begin with Chapter 5 in 2 weeks. Several hours later, Darrett returns to Calaman with Marshal Vendry, Lord Baccharis, and the bulk of the city's martial forces. They are positively shocked to learn what has happened. Marshal Vendry moves swiftly to keep order in the city and ensure that no more attacks are forthcoming. At the same time, Darrett will be seeking each of you out. If we want to do any RP with this in home base between now and then, we are welcome to do so. He is particularly interested to hear anything that you have to say about Lord Soth and this City of Lost Names. 2 names that we will be hearing a lot more of as we get into Chapter 5, entitled The Northern Wastes. And I believe this is officially the halfway point of the campaign, too. It is a 7-chapter campaign. We just completed Chapter 4. So, yes, halfway through. I think most of our heavy battles are ahead of us at this point. We've done a lot of the RP and some of the intro battles, just based on looking at the number of maps that we have ahead of us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 maps ahead of us, at least 15 or so of which look to be battle maps. So I think we've got a pretty epic climb ahead of us here as we conclude the campaign. Probably still a number of months away. I don't even want to bother to estimate at this point. I just know that we're halfway through at this point. And this is our final stream during our period of off time from the Coalescence campaigns. Next Sunday, August 11th, our Sunday morning G1 group will be paving the way with our new Coalescence Chapter 4. This will be carrying us through for the next year and a half, if not even longer, as all 6 of our tables coalesce into a supercharged galactic zombie apocalypse. We will see just what happens with that in the weeks to come. Thank you again for spending some of your Friday evening here with us at Roleplaying Unlimited. Extra special thanks to the 6 of you for an epic session tonight. It's not very often that we can do a party split that works out in the end, where everybody kind of gets to go their own way, and then we resolve it in a way that isn't doing disservice to the setting and still resolving it in a way that brings everybody back together to the main plot at the end of the day, and also some cool magic item. We found a cool magic item and some level ups as well. So we will catch you next time around, friends. Thank you again for being here with us at Role Playing Unlimited this evening. You know, always there is no RU without you. Good night, friends.
Good night.
Good night.
Ciao,
Good night,
bellos.
everybody.
We've been sliding since I don't remember when, in and out of consciousness. While others might be stressing out, we rely on other side to help us out. And it's obvious now, finally, I know you're gonna underplay it, but it's time to move on from this. We're derailing, and we're not what we used to be. So life is different than we imagined it would be. We're not the first, we're not the last. While others may be restless too, we were always far ahead, me and you.